Saad Muhammad Munir, level 300 student of the Department of Graphic Design, University of Education, Winneba. Welcome to today's episode. In today's episode, we are going to talk about copyright and its related issues. To start, we then start with intellectual properties. Intellectual properties, it is broadly known as the creation of the human mind. The intellectual property right, it is that kind of right which protects the interest of innovators, inventors over their creation, and it gives them an exclusive right for them to use their creation over a certain period of time. There are two types of intellectual properties, and these are industrial property. Under industrial property, they cover things such as the trademarks, commercial names, patents for innovation, and industrial design. With copyright, which is also known as author's right, it is a legal law which protects the interests of authors such as writers, musicians, artists, and other creators over their work. They have an exclusive right over their creation, and these rights are reproduction rights. They have the right to reproduce their copies of their creation. They can produce millions and even thousands of them. They also have economical right over their creation. They can sell it and earn income from it. Notwithstanding that, copyright protects things such as literary works. Examples of the literary works are business reports, journals, novels, and others. Sound recordings, film productions, artistic works, either three-dimensional or two-dimensional. And who owns copyright? Copyright it owns by an innovator, someone who creates something. And copyright just begins at the time when something new is invented or is created. That's how copyright begins. Also, there are procedures to follow to ask permission for copyright. And these procedures, you have to first find out whether the work that you are going to copy from, whether it is a copyright object or project, or it is not. If it is, then you have to trace the origin of the author. You have to ask permission from the author. After asking permission from the author, you have to tell the author how you are going to use it and the way you are going to use it. After using it, you have to give credit to the author. We also have something that we call fair use. Fair use is using a smaller part of a creator's or inventor's work without the permission of the person. So with this, you have certain right over it, and you are restricted to some things. Firstly, you are entitled to use smaller amount of it. Also, you have to add meaning to it to make it different. You have to rework it and use it totally in non-profit works. So mostly fair use is mostly used by students and news reporters. This brings an end to today's episode. Thank you. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.